Welcome back, football fans. We have our week 4 predictions. Week 3 absolutely cooked us. I think we went 7-9. You see the record 25-23. We actually got cooked last week. There were so many upsets in the noon games. It was absolutely insane. Can we get a shout out to the Commanders putting belt to you know what on the Cincinnati Bengals? Jaden Daniels is looking amazing in that system. The team is looking great, but we got a Thursday night game to worry about. We have the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Look, last week I called the Panthers beating the Raiders, and something deep down I got that same feeling in the pit of my stomach. That same feeling in the pit of my stomach that I got when I wanted to go Raiders, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go Panthers. I could be completely wrong about this. It could be straight biased on the way they've been getting beat lately. I think I want to go with the Giants. I think I want to go with the New York Giants. It might be because I'm a hater. We might start Thursday night out with a loss, but I think I'm going with the Giants. Their run game has been looking decent. Their passing game it's getting up there. Malik Neighbors is he's looking absolutely insane. Wan'Dale Robinson, who I've had in fantasy for the last 3 years, is finally coming full circle. I think the team looks okay. That run defense for Dallas is terrible. Singletary is looking great. It's a fast turnaround for Dallas. It's also a fast turnaround for New York, but Dallas has to go to New York. So that no travel for New York, travel for Dallas. I just think the odds are not in their favor. I'm going with New York. Y'all can shoot the messenger, whatever, or don't shoot the messenger. Please, God, don't shoot the messenger. But I'm going with the New York Giants over the Dallas Cowboys. Light me up in the comments. I don't care. Is Rico Dowdle running back one? Hey, fantasy purposes, is Rico Dowdle running back one? Deuce Vaughn kind of look like running back one, so I don't know. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. I said 2 weeks ago the Jags were going to start 0-4. When I saw the Bills and Houston on their schedule back-to-back, I was like, yep, they're starting 0-4. This team in Jacksonville has regressed so bad, it's sickening. Trevor Lawrence doesn't ever really have a clean pocket. When he has a clean pocket, he's taken too far of a drop back. The run game can't get going. The defense is getting absolute torched. Josh Allen absolutely obliterated their man defense. I would just go into zone for the rest of the season after my man defense got obliterated like that. The Houston Texans coming off a nasty, nasty loss to the Vikings. This is why I kept the Texans in the top 10. People keep getting that. Why are the Texans still in your top 10? Do you see their team? It's not a standing system. It's a ranking system. The Houston Texans are going to be okay. You're going to take losses. You can take nasty losses. That's why the Ravens are still in my top 10. They were 0-2. They went and absolutely dominated the Cowboys because they have a dominant football team. The Texans have Joe Mixon missing. When he's back, it's going to look insane. They have the probably best wide receiver core in the league. They have an elite top 10 quarterback. Their defense is out here going insane. One, the way they're about to blitz the Jacksonville Jaguars, you would think they would be the best defense in the league. They are about to send blitzes against Jacksonville all night until they figure it out. Give me the Houston Texans. Next, we have the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. This is going to be by the way, this is the first time I'm looking at these games this week. Is this going to be our game of the week? Just take a little look see through here. Ooh, Seattle, Detroit, and Buffalo, Baltimore. Oh, those could be contenders for game of the week. I think New Orleans, Atlanta is going to be the true test of who's going to win this division. Wait, hold on. Before I go absolutely crazy saying that is yes. Okay. For some reason, I was like, is Atlanta in the Saints division? Division rival game, two teams looking to, the Falcons looking to get back on the board. The Saints looking to get back on the board. The Saints trying to figure out what they're going to do with their offense. They kind of got exposed against the Eagles last week. Atlanta going through an absolute grueler. Week 1, Kirk Cousins started a little slow, coming off an Achilles injury. They had to play the Chiefs last week. They kind of got sold on a terrible no call, but then they got an opportunity to get back downfield and just couldn't get it done. I think the Atlanta Falcons are going to be okay. I think the New Orleans Saints are going to be okay. I think this is going to be a really good game. I'm going to probably give it to the New Orleans Saints. I've just seen them score more consistently. I've just seen them score more consistently. I haven't seen the Falcons score consistent enough. Now, do I think the Falcons could absolutely shut down the over the top like the Eagles did? Yes, I do. Do I think the Falcons could go out here and win this game? Yes, I do. I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons. I was about to say the New Orleans Saints, but I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons. Y'all, you twisted my arm. I knew it sounded like I was about to go with the Saints, but just half second in, I was like, you know what? I said the Falcons would be an absolute unit this year, and I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals and the Carolina Panthers. I mean, the 0-3 Bengals getting their first win this season, baby. I don't know what is wrong with this team. It's sad. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are having to deal with all this. The front office for the Cincinnati Bengals is absolutely diabolical. They're not paying nobody. Why could you not bring Joe Mixon back? Who are you paying on this team to warrant not bringing back Joe Mixon? I mean, you're paying Joe Burrow. You haven't even paid Jamar Chase yet. The defense is awful. The defense is terrible. It's terrible. It's disgusting to even have to think Joe Burrow's about to have to carry that sack of garbage all year. The offense is okay. They can't get a run game going. The O-line is terrible per usual. The front office is doing Joe Burrow such a disjustice. And I think the only reason Jamar Chase is staying is for Joe Burrow. I would leave if I was Jamar. I would leave if I was Joe. You already see, what's their DN's name? He was trying to leave in the offseason. Just a terrible excuse as a team. Give me the Bengals. Next, we have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. It's probably going to be the Rams. I think I'm rocking with the Bears. Here's why. 31-16 isn't happening. The Rams defense is absolutely disgusting. It's terrible. It's not great. I will say, I'm saying all that, that team will get behind Matthew Stafford and play for him. That team will get behind Matthew Stafford and play for him, get stops when they need to. I think last week we kind of saw Caleb Williams develop a little bit. Threw for almost 400 yards, 2 tuds, 2 interceptions. This is a defense you get going against, though. One of the bottom defenses in the league. I think that he's going to go out there. I think he's going to throw 2, maybe 3 we might see a 3 touchdown game. DeAndre Swift, brother, if you don't get that dang run game going, I get the O-line is abysmal. Hit the outside. You got wide receivers setting perfect edges for you. Hit the freaking outside, dude. I think Chicago wins this. Would I be surprised if the Rams win? Absolutely not, just because the difference in quarterback play. But the Bears defense is insane. So if they can't go out there and slow down Matthew Stafford, we might as well just have the Bears lose out. Next, we have Minnesota and Green Bay. This is going to be interesting on who's going to be quarterbacking for Green Bay this week. This is a division game. This would be a massive, massive game for the Green Bay Packers. Are you rolling out Jordan Love? Or can we give Matt LaFleur his flowers real quick? Backup quarterback. You got the script. Malik Willis going off script perfectly. Just reading it, running it, throwing it, doing what he needs to do, protecting the ball. This is going to be a different ball game, though. The Minnesota Vikings have potentially the best defense in the league. They got a hot Sam Darnold. They have Jettis. Addison might be coming back. Aaron Jones is a dog. This is a test for Green Bay. This is a test for Green Bay. And so depending on who they roll out, I would roll out Malik Willis and eat the L, because I would not want Jordan Love's first game back being against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going Minnesota. Next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. I am tired of Pittsburgh winning, and they're about to be 4-0 because Anthony Richardson can't complete a pass under 50 yards. If you're not 40 yards downfield, you're not getting the ball. I'm sorry, you're just not. I feel so bad for A.D. Mitchell. I feel so bad for Alec Pierce. I don't think Anthony Richardson is a bad quarterback. I think he's getting developed badly. You have to you're 1-2 at some point, just start giving him looks in the middle of the field, making him make the middle of the field passes, those underneath passes. 50% passer rating is diabolical in the NFL. That is unacceptable football. You have a great run game. You have a great wide receiver core. Get the quarterback going. Give him a script and have him go off it. Throwing these bombs downfield, you're not going to win games like that. You are not going to win games like that. Now, their run defense is terrible. I'm starting Najee Harris, hoping he can have 150 yards. Hoping he can have 150 yards, 2 tuds. We'll see. I'm going Pittsburgh Steelers 4-0. Justin Fields is not a good quarterback. Don't get it twisted. Next, we have the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Bo Nix coming full circle, looking great. The defense, one of the best pass defenses in the league, I believe. If I'm wrong, correct me down in the comments. No run game. O-line is Defense is there, but Bo Nix is, just making quarterback rookie mistakes. It's okay. It happens. I think Bo Nix is absolutely going to be an elite quarterback in this league. He can run. He can pass. Got to sit back in the pocket a little bit. Sit there. Quit getting his twitchy. Let the ball go. Cortland Sutton got to be the check down guy. I'm going New York Jets. You have Aaron Rodgers looking full form last week. I know it was against the Patriots. It doesn't matter who it was against. You got to look at the passes he was making, the types of passes. There was one pass he threw to Garrett Wilson. Had any other quarterback other than him or Patrick Mahomes thrown that, it was a 97-yard pick six for Christian Gonzalez. And that's all I'm going to say about that. New York Jets with the win. Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know I said some games of the week. This is a game of the week. You got a playoff rematch. You got Baker Mayfield holding it down at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. Is that were the Bucs at home or was Philly at home? I think the Bucs were at home in the playoffs too. This is going to be an insane game. I think Chris Godwin is about to have a insane I think they're going to be so worried about Mike Evans downfield. I think Chris Godwin and McMillan are about to have an insane game. They finally found their run game. I think Bucky Irvin is absolutely the number one premier back in that locker room. Baker Mayfield's going to go out there, let it hang. Hope to see him hitting the smelling salts again before the game. That was a fun moment. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm rocking with them. Next, we have the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I know Jaden Daniels is out there balling. I think Arizona is going to be a little too much for him. Washington is absolutely insane. And I told y'all when the year started, I think they're going to playoffs. I think they're getting second in the division. I think Cowboys are getting third. The Washington Commanders are going to win some of those games you just don't expect them to win. Do I think this is one of them? Absolutely not. I think Arizona's going out there. I think they're running the rock. I think they're passing to Trey McBride. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to have 2 tuds. I think we are going to see a version of Kyler Murray we have been begging to see for years. We see glimpses of him every now and then. Elite Kyler Murray. I think against Washington, we're going to see that elite Kyler Murray again. And that's saying a lot. I think their defense is good. I think Washington's run game is good. I think everything about that team is amazing. Give me the Arizona Cardinals. Next, we have the New England Patriots and the San Francisco 49ers. So this game should be a layup, right? I told y'all all year, I think that the New England Patriots are going to be a nitty-gritty team. They're going to take teams to the bell. They're going to take them to the last second. They're going to win some games. Do I think they beat the San Francisco 49ers? I think they keep it a lot closer than y'all think they're going to keep it. I think Brock Purdy is going to go out here and get this win. Jawan Jennings, please go off again. I'm going to start you this week, Jawan Jennings. If you don't go off again and get it done, I'm going to be upset. Give me the San Francisco 49ers. Next, we have the Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Chargers. We don't know if Justin Herbert's going to play yet. I still don't think it's going to matter. I know they have their identity with their run game. They have really good, I don't want to say a really great wide receiver core. They have a solid wide receiver core. They have guys out there doing their jobs. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going 4-0. Taylor Swift's boyfriend is finally going to show up. They're going to show out. I have learned over the years of betting against Tom Brady, and I've taken that knowledge. I will not be betting against Patrick Mahomes. So take that how you will. Next, we have the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders just lost to the Panthers. Must I say more? I don't know if they're tanking. I don't know if they're that bad. You got people out there making business decisions. The head coach is calling people out. Saints wide receiver Alvin Kamara didn't practice today. Did we pick the Falcons? Okay, good. Good. You got guys out there making business decisions. The only bright side of this team is Max Crosby. Said the same thing last week. Give me the Cleveland Browns. I think the Browns are going to be okay. The O-line needs to start blocking better. They need to make better pockets for Deshaun Watson to stand in. We saw last week Amari Cooper was absolutely hooping. That was prime Amari Cooper last week. We need to see prime Amari Cooper this week. Need to get Jerry Jeudy incorporated. You need to get everybody incorporated to go out here and win this game. I'm going with the Cleveland Browns. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Whew. What a game. I really am so 50-50 on this. Baltimore needs to win this desperately, and I mean desperately. Buffalo is so hot. They're firing on all cylinders. I don't know if they're stopping Josh Allen on the run. I don't know if they're stopping James Cook on the run. I don't know if they're going to stop these tight ends that they have in Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. The wide receiver core, you have Keon Coleman. He's going to arrive eventually. Keon Coleman's going to arrive eventually, but can Buffalo stop Derrick Henry? Can Buffalo stop Lamar Jackson? Are they going to pass it a little bit more? I wouldn't. I would just keep running it until they figure it out. I think this is at the bank. Buffalo's not going to go undefeated. Josh Allen is having a freaking year, dude. He's been torching man defense. I almost want to come back to this one because I cannot decide on who I think is winning this game. Y'all let me know down in the comments. Are you rocking Baltimore? Are you rocking Buffalo? My heart is telling me Baltimore, dude. But my soul's telling me Buffalo. My soul is telling me, but I'm going Baltimore. I don't know if Buffalo has anyone that can stop Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. We'll see, though. We'll see. It's going to be a good game. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm okay with it. Next, we have the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. Dear God, who's tuning into this game? Please be a 3 o'clock game. Tell me that's not Sunday night. Hey, I'm begging you right now. Tell me this isn't the Sunday night game. Titans, Dolphins. Please don't be the Sunday night game. It's another double Monday night game. Okay. I can take that, a double Monday night game. We'll be watching Seattle and Detroit anyways. Miami down bad. We don't know who they're rolling out at quarterback. Tennessee down bad. They might as well not know who they're rolling out at quarterback. The run game needs to get going in Tennessee. The run game's already going in Miami. The DeAndre Hopkins finally going in Tennessee. I mean, talk about a toss-up that I really don't care talking about. Let me get Tennessee on the board. Let me just get Tennessee on the board. At least they got their starting quarterback, right? Nothing can go wrong. Last but not least, we have my Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. We always own the Lions, dude. Every time we play them, we own them. And I don't think anything's going to be different. Our defense is out there flying. I think that DK is absolutely going to cook the Detroit defense. I think that our offense is hooping. We've established our run game. I think we're going to be able to slow their run game down. Give me the Seattle Seahawks with an away win. And that, my good friends, concludes our week 4 NFL predictions. If there's anything on this list you don't agree with, let me know down in the comments. If you do agree with it, let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like and make sure you follow. We do daily football content. We do UFC content. We are locked in on all things sports. Lock in with us, and we will see you at the top.